I've been talking about the Paleo Diet lately. Kind of an odd thing for a business school professor to be talking about, but I just find it really very interesting on how people that are so focused on that diet actually stick to it, and not only stick to the diet, but are uninterested in hearing anyone who might suggest maybe there's something wrong with it. What's the Paleo Diet? You may know it's a diet where you focus on just what cavemen ate. Lots of meat, fish, and some natural growing plants, but nothing that's been formed through agriculture or any other method. In any event, people that believe in the Paleo Diet have found that they lose some weight, and I wrote about it, and I made the point that, you know, a caveman diet may not actually be the best thing to be following, because as far as I know, most cavemen didn't make it past 25. Well, the floodgates were open after that. Twitter and emails and nasty blogs and all kinds of things. And you know what I get out of all that? It's not whether the Paleo Diet makes sense or doesn't make sense. It is what it means when you can't challenge anything, where you can't raise questions. These people have a doctrinaire view of the world, and they're not open to real debate and discussion. And it turns out that what I want to talk about today is much less about the Paleo Diet and much more about people that close down alternative ways of thinking. Look what's gone on with the protests in Hong Kong. There's a party line, literally. President Putin in Russia. If you don't do what he wants you to do, there are going to be problems. These are very, very serious things. Turns out that the same types of things actually could happen in organizations. You know who suffers from this? A lot of high-tech companies, a lot of organizations that I call high intellect, meaning a lot of people that are very highly educated. You see this in healthcare, you see it in IT, you see it in biotech and pharma, and maybe even see it, you know, among academics, myself excluded. In every case, you have people that think that they have got it figured out. They believe the best technology wins, they believe the best solution wins, and as a result, they shut down any other point of view. I talked a lot about these companies way back with my book, Why Smart Executives Fail, about 10 years ago. Plenty of organizations, from Samsung, who thought, you know, in those days they wanted to go in the automobile industry. It didn't make any sense. They lost $3 or $4 billion along the way, but you couldn't talk to any of the senior leadership about that. That's all they believed in. The cell phone industry is loaded with examples like this. Mobile phone industry, whether it's BlackBerry, whether it's Nokia earlier, whether it's even Motorola in the earliest days of the mobile phone business. Companies that believe that they've got it figured out and don't adjust, don't adapt. I call them fundamentalist companies. Fundamentalism is actually one of the most dangerous things you could have, I think, in any walk of life. I want people to really question and challenge and debate. I don't like when people think they've got it all figured out, because it shuts it down. It makes it difficult to adapt. You know, the name of the game nowadays is innovation, adaptation, and change. None of that is possible when you adopt a fundamentalist leadership or fundamentalist culture. It's true in companies, it's true in academia, it's true in government, and it's even true for the paleo police. Let's stay away from doctrinaire, closed-minded thinking. We'd all be much better off.